This is the first time I've hit buttons on my new Stream Deck to switch scenes, which is pretty fun for me. Um, what a nifty little device that is. I'm going to open Dark Forces, and I'm going to actually maybe I better just talk real quick. I'm gonna turn the music off. I better talk before I open Dark Forces because I think it's gonna blast me with music. So this is welcome to Holocron Hoard. This is a new channel that I'm doing with the mission of playing every Star Wars game that's ever been made. There are a lot of them. I don't even think my list that I have in Google Sheets is fully encompassing, and it's at 137 games. Some of them will be easier to find ways to play than others, but we are going to try and play all of them. The cadence that I'm shooting for is about once a week. I don't have to finish every game. I just have to play enough of it to feel like I can render sufficient judgment on whether I think the game is good or not, which is obviously a very objective line. That's intentional. But there's lots of games that I will play through to completion, and some that'll actually end up taking multiple weeks. Stuff like Knights of the Old Republic, the modern Jedi games, so Fallen Order, Survivor, those kinds of things, Outlaws. All those are games that will take more than 1 week to play through. The Old Republic, when we eventually get to it, that kind of stuff. So those ones will sort of be interspersed with other shorter games, like some of the Super Nintendo titles and things like that. But one way or the other, I will play every Star Wars game that's been made. And we're going to start with the Jedi Knight Dark Forces game. Now, a few years ago, the first time that I kind of conceived of doing this, there was not a remake of this game out yet. But as of last year, a remake did come out. So we're actually going to play the remaster. Not remake, remaster. Should be specific. We're actually going to play the remastered version of Dark Forces, which I'm sure is going to be quite a gameplay shock when I have to go and play Dark Forces 2 after this, because that game does not have a remaster. But we cross that bridge when we get to it. Every Sunday there's going to be a stream of whatever game I'm playing that week. That will not be the only time I play a lot of these games. Some of the story-based ones I will try to play exclusively on stream, but stuff like Dark Forces, my goal is to at least have one stream session of every game, and then have a pre-recorded, pre-recorded video that comes out later in the week once I've beaten the game, where I kind of talk through the game and my thoughts on it and about it. So some of these games I'll end up playing through and kind of finishing off stream. We're starting off stream and things like that. That's the plan. I'm going to turn this volume down just a little bit on stream. I don't know how loud it is. Hopefully theirs okay. Hopefully somebody will tell me if the game is too loud. In stream chat. The new order of the Empire stretches its evil clutches across the galaxy, consuming planets with devastating results. Through many struggles, the Rebel Alliance has learned of a new Imperial battle station, the Death Star, with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Unable to acquire the plans to the deadly space station, the Rebels have employed the skills of Kyle Katarn. Known to most as a mercenary for hire, Katarn is a rogue figure who has a partial alliance with the Rebels. Armed with only a blaster pistol and an intimate knowledge of Imperial methods, Kyle prepares to infiltrate the Imperial base in which the plans are kept. So an important part of these games, obviously, is that this is a pre-Disney Star Wars story, which means it's pre-Legends and canon. So this is going to be a Legends game. A lot of what happens in this game is no longer what actually happened in the Star Wars universe, because they acquire the Death Star plans in Rogue One and things like that now. As we go through each game, we'll likely talk a bunch about canon versus Legends and what that means and the implications it has on the game itself, because it has different implications depending on which game you're talking about. But for this one, a lot of this is just for fun now. I like that they added remaster to the logo. Okay, No shade to the developers, but we are gonna just skip the credits right now. We can always go back and watch them after. Now, I played the very first mission um, on a test stream yesterday, just to make sure that my stream and audio setup and stuff like that was working. So we're not going to worry too much about that. I just wiped the agent file, and we're going to just dive in with the first mission. Prologue Mission 1, The Death Star Plans, Operation Skyhook Phase 2. Confidential message from Senator Mon Mothma. The rebellion is counting on the completion of the mission, Commander Katarn. I hope success is on your side. The Death Star plans are locked away at an Imperial secret base on the planet Denuda, where they await the transport to Lord Vader. Very little is known about the layout of the base, so I'm afraid you'll have to act as your own reconnaissance. I know quite a bit about the layout of this base. Mission. Once you have the plans, get out immediately. Operation Skyhook will deliver the plans to Princess Leia on the consular ship Tantive 4. She will then continue the mission. So this obviously led into... this sort of mission led into, initially, A New Hope. Find and retrieve Death Star plans. Return your ship to the roof of the base. All pretty straightforward. There are 3 difficulties here. I don't know what any of them mean relative to modern game difficulty. Let's start... Is it better to start with medium and go, this is too easy, and bump it up to hard so I look cool? Or is it better to start with hard so I look cool at the outset and then don't look cool anymore when I have to bump it down to medium because I'm a wussy little baby? I'm going to start with hard because yesterday when I did the test stream, I did medium and I felt like it was wicked easy. So. And I honestly don't know what the difference is in... I just want to see... Okay, 1 is bare hand, 2 is pistol, 3 is rifle. I honestly don't know what the difference is between difficulties. Like, I don't know... I don't know if it's just they take more health to... Like, they take more hits to die, or what the case may be. There we go. I feel like it could go both ways. Like, it could be either old difficulty is brutal, right? Or old difficulty is wicked easy. It's so hard to tell. But part of that is because some of my sense of difficulty has been messed up playing classic WoW versus normal World of Warcraft, where, like, you go play classic WoW and it's like, wow, this is actually not difficult. I also don't know if they made any changes to that in the wake of the remaster. Wow, you fire these blaster rifles that you pick up off the Stormtrooper, and you truly do get a sense of why the E11 is has a reputation for being inaccurate. Look at the spread on this thing. Wild. Oh, that's just a drop down. That guy's in no armor, too. Still took 3 bullets. Just sort of resilient fabric, I guess. We rip a quick lap of this. I didn't expect the lamp to be shootable. I wonder if that was true in the original version of this game. Or if that's a remaster modification. We go. Ha! Easiest way to fool them, go back down the elevator. Could be good to... There we go. Red key acquired. None of these are usable. I think the red key is all I needed. And then I think what I do... think I go back in here. I believe there's a door. Yeah, this thing here. Right? Yeah. Now we go up. Pull the lever. Kill a mouse droid. Yeah, we're flying. I think that's how we come back up after. I probably could have just gone through this window, to be honest. So far, the difficulty, not feeling too hard. I wonder if a big part of that is just like modern day K-BAM controls too, right? Like I wonder if it's... This game didn't control... The first time I ever tried to play this game, weirdly, not weirdly, it was cool. There's like a whole community that was dedicated to making Dark Forces work. Making Dark Forces work on like modern PCs. And somebody from that community actually found my stream and came in while we were playing it. And ran us through a bunch of making the game work. This is where it came in, right? Yeah. And it was a real process to get that game up and running in a way that was like modernly playable. And this is just plug and play because the developers obviously did all that work. So I wonder if it just feels easy by nature of being able to play it like a normal game. Okay, so one difficulty modifier that I'm noticing right now is that I'm pretty sure, and there's a VOD to confirm it, I think yesterday when I came up that elevator, there were 2 stormtroopers on this landing platform. And there's a lot more than 2 of them now. There you go. So, time skip. Do that, recover Death Star plans, done. All of A New Hope happens. Now, this.
The Emperor has approved your test demonstration, General Monk.
Thank you, Lord Vader. What I unveil today will mark a new era for the Empire. We will be able to decimate the rebels just as we did the Jedi Knights. At last, the Emperor's war will be filled only with the glory and beauty of decisive victory.
A noble cause, General. I hope the demonstration lives up to your claims. Proceed.
With pleasure.
That's what I was just thinking too. Is that the kind of like up done. Tired today. The up done cutscene quality in this is good. Some Dark Troopers. I think they're still called Dark Troopers in this game, right? I think that's what those are. They look a little different, I think, in I think they're in Dark Forces 2 as well. Pretty sure they look a little different in Dark Forces 2. But those look like Dark Troopers to me. This is the demonstration. They're on the planet. Oh, we're gonna have to play... One of the early levels of this game is like a trash compactor level, and I honestly hate navigating the sewage tunnels.
Certainly, Lord Vader.
A lot of cutscenes.
Thank you, Commander, for responding at such
That's
short
Katarn.
notice. The Empire
Unbearded
has
Katarn.
been on the run since the destruction of the Death Star. 5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases in the city of Talay.
This is Tech Base to anybody out there. Please, we're under Imperial attack. Total devastation. They broke through our shield.
Revels and being surprised that somebody gets through shields. Ugh.
The base was destroyed within minutes. Many innocent people in the surrounding city, as well as Death Star.
Interesting. This looks like it could be a normal Imperial attack, except for those sounds.
Very perceptive, Commander. I knew you understand.
Not the right thing to focus on, but what has Katarn got on his
This Imperial officer, Chris
arm
Medine, wishes to defect to the
sticking
Alliance.
out? What is that little item?
Supplied us with
There's
information
Crix
on the
Medine.
development of a new Imperial weapon. Those sounds you heard, we believe, come from
Oh yeah, it's the Dark Trooper.
a new type of stormtrooper, the Dark Trooper.
I don't know what that little metal...
A new stormtrooper that can take
It might just be like a
comm
comm cylinder or something.
kept working for the Empire.
The Rebel Command is not taking this lightly. They have authorized me to hire you to find out if there is a threat, and if there is, to shut it down. That is...
Yeah, sort of a classic widget, exactly.
This could be interesting. Alright, I'm in. But I think I'll need some help in this one. I want Jan Ors as my mission officer.
Certainly. Then I will let Jan brief you further on your mission objectives. Thank you, Commander. And may the Force be with you.
You get some pretty... These games are pretty early in Legends, right? So you get a lot of names that end up being pretty big fixtures in a lot of Legends media. Popping up in these. Which is a lot of fun. Yeah, I miss Legends. Hold on, let me read this first, and then I'll talk about Legends. The Legends is going to come up a lot over the next 2.5 years. It's a long time. Mission 2. Talay attack base after the massacre. It's good to see you, Kyle. Good job on Operation Skyhook. The rebels were very impressed. Now it's back to mission hopping just like the old days. Rebel Command has made a brief reconnaissance of the area, and it's swarming with Imperial activity. The power is still down in the city, so some of the systems are going to be down as well. You need to find the main hydroelectric power generator and get it back online. The Empire usually gets sloppy after a major offensive, so we may be able to find evidence or leads about this new Dark Trooper we've been hearing about through Crix Medine. His contacts inside the Empire will help us follow up on anything that you may pick up. Good hunting, Kyle. Find and restore hydroelectric power generator. Find some clue to the Dark Trooper. Return to the landing area. Easy. Okay, so... Oh my god, right away, hey? Get back here. I see you up there. Come back to the window. Coward. Can I go up here? Flashlight on. So here's the thing. Lots of Legends is good, right? There's lots of Legends that I enjoy. Okay, so hold on. Let me immediately rephrase the first sentence I said. Some Legends is good. Some Legends is enjoyable. Would not describe it as good, but enjoyable. And some Legends, quite a fair bit of Legends is like fine to bad, right? Which is all good. That's a totally fine way to operate like a monolithic media property the way that Star Wars was, especially in the context of like the 90s and the early 2000s and stuff. The problem I have with Legends now is that the only time it ever gets brought up is complaining about... This door just doesn't open yet, hey? Alright. Complaining about Disney Star Wars. And Disney Star Wars has its own problems, but like... Some of Legends is better than Disney Star Wars. A lot of Legends is worse than Disney Star Wars. And people have just forgotten the bad bits. And also, like... The bad bits were easier to ignore in the good old, quote-unquote, good old days, right? Like, in the good old days, a lot of it was just books and comics. There was no really, like, watched media until they kind of did the Tartakovsky Clone Wars stuff. Other than, like, side cartoons like Droids and things like that. So, if you didn't like something, like... You probably didn't hear about a lot of the bad stuff just because it wasn't in the book you bought from the store that day. And also, if you didn't like something, it was so easy to just ignore it. And now, people have to look at the stuff that they don't like. And I think that's where a lot of, like, the actual Disney Star Wars guff comes from, is that people just can't ignore it. And if we transposed the old Legends into a scenario where you weren't able to ignore it as easy as you were, I think people would have the exact same issues with it. Because also, like, even some of the stuff with Last Jedi, like, whether or not people have valid or invalid criticisms of Luke in that movie, like, the image of Luke that was concocted in Legends, if Lucas had been the one making movies after Return of the Jedi, like, he was going to ignore all that Legends stuff anyways. He was just going to do whatever he wanted, right? So it's like, it's not even really a valid complaint to be like, oh, they ruined Luke. George was going to ruin Luke for you if your expectation was what he did in Legends. Yeah, exactly. Like, the Mara Jade stuff was not going to happen. I got distracted yelling about Legends. Mara Jade stuff was not going to happen. That kind of thing. Exactly. I also think I'll save my other Last Jedi rant about Luke for another day. But Long Walk for Short Drink of Water, they actually have pulled a lot of stuff from... This is the primary side. This is where we came from. This is where we're going. A lot of Legends stuff has been, like, pulled into current canon in various capacities over time. Not, like, pulled in, but, you know, a lot of inspiration drawn, right? Even, like, I hold the Legacy of the Force books, the ones where, like, Jason Solo, because spoilers for Legacy of the Force from, I don't know, 2008, maybe? Like, where Jason Solo becomes, like, the next Darth Vader and a Sith Lord and stuff like that. Like, that was pretty obvious inspiration for what happened with Ben Solo in the sequel trilogy and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of that stuff has been brought in. Yeah, the Thrawn stuff, exactly. And Thrawn is a good character. All of Zahn's new in-canon Thrawn novels are also good Thrawn novels. And people, like, again, this is a thing where, like, people complain about Disney-era Star Wars, and as much as I just made the point about it being easy to ignore the bad in the old days, people also just ignore a lot of stuff that's come out of Disney-era Star Wars that's good. Like, a lot of the books are good. High Republic stuff is good. Look how much more accurate this pistol is. There are comics, there are all kinds of pieces of Star Wars media that are still good, and they're the kinds of media that we used to get in Legends all the time. But people aren't paying attention to them. They're only paying attention to the stuff on screen, and that makes them think that current era Star Wars is bad. It's such, like, an interesting problem. All that said, I do think there's a lot of stuff in Legends that is very fun. A little lost right now. I don't think there's a map. Oh my god! Ask and you shall receive. Look at that. This is what getting a remastered game gets you, folks. Because this was not in the original Dark Forces, I don't believe. Certainly not like that. That's nuts. That's game-changing. This is the room we died in. What was I gonna say? Can't remember. Couldn't have been important. It was probably me ranting about Legends more. Oh, I watched, like, an IGN video this morning that was talking about Star Wars in 2025, and they were like, just talking about how lean Star Wars is in 2025 because there's no new shows, and well, there's, like, Andor. There's, like, one, maybe two new shows that we know about in 2025 that we know about being an important operative word, because, like, Tales of the Empire, we had, like, a month notice last year before we got it. But talking about how it was a lean year, and then, like, also in the same breath talking about all the stuff that's coming out for comics and books, and it's like, it's not really like a lean year. You just, like, are choosing to not engage with written media, which is a fine choice. Just, you gotta acknowledge that that stuff exists when you're talking about modern era Star Wars writ large, I think. Okay, so we just went into this room. There's nothing else to be gained in here. The thing I'm struggling to remember how to do is how... Oh, the bridge is open. Psych. No, wait. This is the wrong bridge. Right? Yeah, wrong bridge. We need to go... Maybe I just have to swim. I do have to swim. Absolute sniper with this blaster pistol right now. Yeah, this is a way you can't... For some reason, I remember swimming being the way out. I'm so sure I have to hit a switch to open this bridge. Yeah, only 2 shows being lean. Yeah, exactly. It actually might only be 1 show, to be fair. I don't remember what the other one that I'm thinking of is. Andor is the big one, obviously. And Skeleton Crew is finishing, I guess, which is good, because Skeleton Crew is good. Oh no, this is totally where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to be over here. Quick swimming expedition. Yeah, this is super... Because we go across these to activate the turbines, and activating the turbines turns on the power. Bueller? This is an interesting problem. Activating the turbines turns on the power that lets you open the door. I recall this now. I'm not sure I love this. This seems like an oversight. Can I reload? Do I become thinner if I... Crouch. Okay. Do I have to respawn? Last known valid position. That's a huge button. Gargantuan button. Okay. Big news. Now we follow the map. We have to get to the other side of this. Somehow. Oh, literally right here. Gotta be this way, right? No. I feel like maybe I'm missing like an key interaction that's supposed to be working and just isn't for one reason or another. Because it's weird to me that none of these doors... They're all green. Am I missing like a key card I'm supposed to have? Right, like this is the bridge that I inevitably need to get across. The button's in here. There's no way in here, though. Right? I don't want to look up a guide. I just want to open the door. Guides are lame. But I really feel like I can't remember for the life. Am I missing something on the other? Did I miss, like, something way back here that would have... Hold on. That's interesting. We love old games. I wonder if I missed something on a pickup. A lot of energy units. Got those. No, I can't even go back. I don't even have the ability to go back, so I couldn't have missed anything back there. At some point, like, I picked up a... Inventory blank screen. Objects. Find and restart the hydroelectric power generator is over there. We can see the hydroelectric power generator because we... I wonder if it's in the water over there, because there's no way over to this generator. This is scorched out, so you can't use these. Environmental clues, folks. Oh. Well, look. Sometimes the answer is simple, you know? Sometimes the answer is just that you didn't know what you were doing. I thought this was looking out at the old platform. It did not occur to me that it would perhaps be looking at a different area. Yeah, now all the doors work. Now we're playing the video game. Okay, so there's one door I actually want to look at over here. This is the one that's going to have the switch for this. No guides, no guides, no guides. Straight, right? Tough one for that guy. This spins around. Back out we go. We think grass or sludge? Grass. Grass with a secret room. Always the secret room first, right? Always the secret room first. The Star Wars Marathon has begun. You came in at the right time. You came in just after I had my first stupid moment of the next 3 years. Easy. I heard that. I heard one of you. Someone in here is making some blastery noises. You! It's that guy. Now you might be saying, Mike, your aim looks a little off there, buddy. And you're right. But in my defense, these aren't the most accurate guns, you know? God, I'd kill for a grenade. I don't know if I have them on. Like, I don't know if I have grenades by default. Is the thing. Okay, there must be a door opening mechanism over here that I just missed. Oh yeah, there's a route here. Nope. Psych. What's the other... In here, maybe? This is the escape route, I remember pretty vividly. Yeah, this is just the secret room that we came back in. So how do I now open... Problem. That's a problem. Okay, we can go back this way. How do I now open? Jump. These doors, I wonder. Is it like a timed thing? Like, did I maybe take too long with the generator? No, that would be silly, right? There's got to be just be a button. That actually does seem like something the game might do, though. No! Nope, not abort mission. Close. Find some clue in the Dark Trooper. Yeah, the Dark Trooper clue is in, it's definitely in there. Can't climb a waterfall. I'm gonna go back and see the let's go back and check out the generator situation. I could see it being a timed thing. It started a countdown. But then none of these other doors would open up is the thing, right? Oh, that's actually dumb. I'm gonna have to hit this button again now. Okay, so the power can't be down. Am I truly just missing something? Map, 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 map. There's probably not actually anything down this crouchy way, right? I feel like that's kind of a safe bet. Yeah. Maybe I'm being too run and gunny. I've embodied the spirit of mercenary Kyle Katarn too much. I have to take on a more methodical mindset to assist the Rebel Alliance. Okay, we can't go this way anymore. We know that. Can't go this way. That blasted out. Let's think. Can we simply walk up to the door and hit? I deserve to die. For that one. That one's on me. That's, I'm sure I tried to hit E before. I have to have, because otherwise, I don't know what to think about myself. That's a tough look, chat. That's not great. Well, so far we're 2 for 2 on being my own worst enemy. We're just literally just hiding behind the door. Look at all these cool little readouts. Star Wars just has cool little things. Weapon supercharge. Okay. I mean, I'm in. I'm pretty easy to convince. Ah. I see. That ain't bad. I think it actually made the spread better on the E11 too. Is this an E11? Am I making myself look stupid? I'm just called Stormtrooper rifle in this game. I'm confident it's an E11. Evidence, big gun. Get back to the landing pad? Can do. What if we just sneak out? We can be stealthy. This is sort of pre-stealth games, but we can be pretty sneaky. Go this way. Whoop. See you later. Swim, 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 swim. They never expect the aquatic Kyle Katarn. They never expect bars that we knew were there. It's okay, there's nobody out here. We're thriving. Wait patiently for the big swing around. Starting to know my way around the map. Strong sign that I've been here for too long. I knew I was right to go here. Extra life. You always got to go towards tiny Imperial symbols. Oh yeah, that's the back way up. You know what? Hello? Thank you for landing the ship. And what a beautiful ship it is. Anoet City, Mission 3, the subterranean hideout. That thing you found... This is the mission that I hate. That thing you found was a weapon of some sort, too large for a human being to use. Most likely it's a prototype weapon for the Dark Trooper. I found the symbol MR on the barrel, the initials of infamous weapons specialist named Moff Rebus, a real character known for his paranoia and extreme loyalty to the Empire. He may be our next lead to the Dark Trooper. Rebus has hidden himself somewhere deep within the sewage system under the city of Anoet. He has engineered an elaborate series of drain gate switches designed to thwart any intruders from discovering the route to his lab. First, activate these switches, then your search for Rebus may begin. Beware, it is likely that Rebus has surrounded himself with guard droids, and the largely unexplored sewer maze may hold other dangers as well. Remember, we need both of you back alive. I'll have the decontamination shower warmed up and ready. Find Imperial Weapons Engineer Moff Rebus. Honestly, it's a nice ship. For some reason, my mind has me remembering that I ran out of ammo in this area. Pro droids. Oh yeah, the pro droids I think explode when you walk over them too. So you have to actually be a little careful with your health. This overlay map is like strong with the Force. This is just an elevator, I think. Let's go this way first. Why? Why droid everywhere? I lied. Let's go to the elevator first. I don't know if it'll actually do anything right now. I think I'm always proven wrong. Never speak about video game. Oh, this is literally just like a repowering station where I just took all the supplies and walked out. Why are you not dead? Okay, well. It's time to do every single one of these gates. Okay, wait. We did pick up a thermal detonator right now. Enter cheat code. Oh my god. Crosshair options? Uh-oh. Control binds. Toggle gas. Oh, you can play with controller. That's neat. Goggles? Cleats? What in good God are we talking about? Thermal detonator is 4. Okay. That's gaming, folks. Falls down instantly. Gaming. Sometimes you gotta make a sneaky little platform jump. Oh, there's a tiny... There are so many droids! How many droids are there? Oh yeah, this is the main area that I think we end up only being able to access after we appropriately adjust the... You gotta, like, adjust water levels in this game. So that's something we also didn't talk about at the top, that may or may not have been clear from the jump, but some of these games, over the course of playing all of the Star Wars games, I will have played before. Some of them I have not played before. Some of them I have beaten. Some of them I have not beaten. We got a real monster problem down here. Maybe this is what the hard difficulty is. Just insane amounts of monsters. So there's a pretty wide variety in terms of my knowledge, my existing knowledge of what happens in these games, what I have to do, what I don't have to do. Like, I'm talking right now like I know a lot about this game, but I don't. And we will hit very shortly after this mission. Dude. How many of these are there? Oh my god. Never go into the trash. Very shortly after this mission, I think maybe 1 or 2 more missions after this, I will, like, be fully out of my element knowledge-wise. I will stop knowing what I have to do or where I'm going. Good. Mini thermal detonator. Trapped in by sea monsters and their corpses. I guess not sea monsters. That's not the right term for what these are, but that's okay. Got ourselves a door. Got ourselves a... Everywhere we go, little training droids. Just droid. Yeah, and some of them, like, I've played pretty recently, Star Wars game-wise. That's gonna stop now, by and large. Except for maybe, like, Star Wars The Old Republic. But, like, I just finished Outlaws. I beat Outlaws last week, I think. Which I thought was a really good game. I'm also gonna rank all the games. I'm gonna steal a method from my old friend Luke, who ran a podcast for a while called Let's Plays, in terms of ranking them, and just kind of like pick the one in the middle of the list of what I've played so far, go, is this higher, or is this better, whatever game I played recently, is it better or worse than what's in the middle of the list, and then just like kind of keep doing that until it's eventually placed. Not because I think any of those rankings are really useful in any capacity, but more so just for fun. And I don't really have I don't know that I have like a list of specific criteria for ranking them other than mouthfeel of the game. Kind of just want to know, like, did I have fun playing it, yes or no? Because I'm sure there's going to be ones where I don't have fun playing them. Okay, I think in order of threat, I don't like that I have 60 health. Did I go... Okay, yeah, this is a bad way to go. I need to go to the middle, where that door is. We're going right to the drain. Drain me down. Drain me down again. Hit the switch. Okay, I remember this about this game. You can really work against the current here. You can work with the current too, but there are for sure branching paths within this sewer. Yeah, one's coming up right there. We go left. Collect these. And then surprise. They thought they could take this other path away from me, but I want to know what secrets are here. Beginning to think there are no secrets here. Back down we go. Speed mode. My friend Jacob downloaded a aim trainer because we've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, and just had the thought that it would be good to aim train to be able to flick shoot these little probe droids. Let's go to the same place, I hope. I don't know where that other one would have come out, actually. Weird. Good. So we're all dead. Doot. Hit the button. Go back. We go straight to the door. Part of me, the completionist in me just needs to know that this one isn't one that I can secretly run through somehow. Yeah, okay. At risk of health. I have 20 health. I should not have done that. I gotta be way more careful with the damage I'm taking from sea monsters. Of various sewage monsters of various capacities. Jump scared by a corpse I already created. Okay, we'll go out the middle one this time. Let's see what the middle one's doing for us here. Nothing. Just spits us out on this side. It's not middle. It's actually just the right-hand side. Okay, and fourth gate. We go this way. Oh yeah, this is the other side of where we were before. Okay, we come from there, so don't need to worry about making a super secret jump that way. Did I miss a switch on the wall there? I feel like I didn't hit something I was definitely supposed to hit in there. Because nothing has happened. I'm wondering if I've missed a couple of switches. Jump scared by the same corpse. Yeah, I think this opens up when you've hit all of the switches. I recall that being the loop. Which means I've definitely missed some. I think I got the first two, I don't think I opened one here. Oh, no, I did. Right? Because it was in there? Oh. Hold on. Okay. That's enough. Out of that droid. Nope. She don't care about you at all. Not thinking about you, not interacting with you, strictly going this way. Up we go. I got sent a Snapchat that I know is of my dog. And I want to see it. It's not good etiquette when I'm trying to play the beautiful game of Dark Forces. Didn't get jump scared that time because I'm learning. Like this one, the water level's now raised in, I believe. Oh, it actually wasn't this room. This room just goes to the other side. Am I hooped now and I have to go all the way back around? Yep. That's annoying. No. Sorry for sure. Yeah, and then this way spits me back up. That's actually kind of good though, because the medkits respawn, so secretly I've been gaming. By backtracking and getting completely lost and not knowing what I missed. It's not open yet. Okay, so third one. Oh no, we decided definitively I did hit what I was supposed to hit there, because we came back in and did it. So let's go to the fourth one. This one I just ripped through, didn't do anything. So this has got to be where we missed something particularly important. Yeah, you can see it on the map. You know what's funny is while we were going through this section, I actually remember having the thought, that I should have the map more open. Oh, you can jump up that. That's interesting. Weird. Get back up that too. Does that mean I can jump up this one? Yes, but this one isn't. That's not something I can go through. Okay, what am I missing then? So I hate this level. This invariably happens to me every time. We'll get back onto solid ground and we'll hit the PDA and see if we can figure out what. Because that water level's all even in that one area now. So now I just have to figure out how I get in there. Right? Like between these two areas. You can see it when we, like, if we go through, oh. Just flat out turn that off. Okay. If I go 2 here, I come in here, right? Oh. Huh. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the answer to the problem. Also, just like the most supplies you could ever see. We must be... I think we actually are coming up to a boss fight. What is this room? Nothing? Just an elevator back up? Okay. Okay, so this is just a platforming part here? I guess? With a secret? Come on, there's gotta be a secret in there, right? This is the era of secrets. There's no secret. Well, we had to know. Shouldn't have 3 eyes. So many weak spots for me to hit if you have 3 eyes. It's hard sometimes with these old textures to tell like what is actually an interactable object and what isn't. So a lot of the time, if I just like see a red light on something, I'm just slamming the E key. Guys, that's gonna be Moff Rebus right there. Oh. Nice. Mission 4, the Planet Fest, Imperial Weapons Research Facility. I think this is the last level that I know I have some idea of what's going on. Moss Rebus designed the prototype weapons for the Dark Troopers. He wouldn't reveal much under questioning, but during one of his rants, he revealed, "You should have seen the results of our tests on Fest. My weapons are going to put a lot of holes in a lot of rebel scum. Crix Medine has confirmed the existence of an Imperial weapons site on the planet Fest, doing metallurgical research on new alloys. Knowing what kinds of metals they're using will help give us definite clues to the Dark Troopers. I'll drop you in an old landing area far outside the base, surrounded by rocky cliff areas. Be careful, one bad move and you'll be a crater. The base itself is buried deep within the rock with an access-controlled front encampment that protects it from the strong frontal attack. Find other openings that may provide easier entry. When you've completed your mission, I'll pick you up at the drop-off point. Otherwise, it's just the way you like it on your own. Yeah, I remember this one. I remember a lot of jumping in this one. Snowy little cliffy planet. Interesting that we dropped me with no ammo? No ammo, 40 thermal detonators. Okay. Some ammo. What a bizarre loadout, but we'll take it. You know what? Surprisingly good, like, little ambient... Sorry, that guy? Good ambient... Like a wind noise here. Also tough to be that guy. I can't wait to play the VR games. I like, I've actually never played the Vader Immortal games, but I have played Tales from Galaxy's Edge. And that game was a lot of fun. Get to duck around, do some blaster fire, bob and weave. Been up here? Why is there core? Oh, this is where... No, I actually don't know where this is. Yeah, this says I can go down. Guess it's only waterfalls that you can swim up a little bit. That's gonna take us... Wow. Kind of a rude place for him to hide. Okay, I think we just take this elevator straight up right now. This place is an absolute maze. Let's kind of back up to where we were. Big jump. Oh, the green number is my shield units. Gotcha. Can't shoot those lights out. That's quite the drop. Also quite the drop. So I guess we go back down. I actually do recall this. We kind of need to get back over there. Whoa. Close. We're okay. Breathy guy. That was a turret. I forgot that this game has turrets. Whoa, sick. Now it's a spy game. Look at where these shots are going. Trying to kill a mouse droid. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. Number one way to get away from turret? Sprint. Always. Every video game. Doesn't matter what game you play. You just sprint past that turret. Lethal Company? Sprint. Another game with a turret? Sprint. TF2? Sprint. Especially if your gun has no accuracy to it. Like, what am I supposed to do about this scenario? You think the heavy is better? Okay. We respawn. Full health. Still have our goggles. There won't be any enemies. We call that a tactical death. Tactical death. And then... sprint. Oh, this isn't open yet. We have to... probably timed. Yeah. Good oak. Hopefully they never show like an accuracy stat in this game. Oh. Uh-oh. Way more turrets in there than I thought. Did not see them all at the start. Not dead yet? Wow. A lot of shield units, okay. Given the creation of shield units, let's sprint. Oh, more shield units. Perfect. We're laughing. Didn't actually have to go that way, but what are you gonna do? This was nothing, right? Yeah. Okay, now we have to remember this, chat. We got like a... okay, we got like a D. And this kind of like an R. These are obviously just, you know, actual in-universe characters, but for the sake of simplicity, there's a D, there's gonna be like an R, and then what we got here is the Rocky Mountains. DR Rocky Mountains. Let's go see what's this way first. Dude, begging. I feel like I gotta just look up everywhere now for fear of turret. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. I have 7 health left. We're going the other way. Too scary over here. I died instantly. Okay, well. Oh, this doesn't open yet anyway. Okay, we're actually okay. So I was going the right way. We have to be very careful, chat. Very careful. Those are turrets. 61 health. Very careful, chat. Very careful. That opened those 2 doors down there. Okay. Guys, I don't think that's working. That suck. Very careful. So this is just the front door being open. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a... Yeah, we haven't found any of the samples yet. I think that was that room that I skipped. Because I was scared. Open the map for the first time in a hot minute. Nine health. 60 shield. It's pretty open. Okay. It's gotta be just this way then, right? We just go back and go to that room that we didn't finish. This way? Yep. I think that was it. I think I killed that one. Yeah. Done. Very scary, but new gun. Not. Oh. New gun and a lot of power souls. That was a secret door. Weird. I wonder how many secret doors I've missed. Oh. You know what, chat? That door that I was talking about, it's coming back to me. That's not the key. That's the input. We gotta go here. And we got ourselves... Okay. That one. This is like insanely not the right one. There you go. Door opens, instantly shot. Yeah, then we gotta go all the way to the top floor. I believe. Our new strategy is to just sprint at doors. Unfortunately, we need a lot more health. Oh, this is glass. We're okay. Perfect. Yes, 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 yes. That's activated, and then we have to... I think we have to do it with that other door there. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Except for the part where I ran way too far. This right here is what we want. Then we go back up, we do it one more time. That one's lined up. Down we go to... I think it is actually just this one. Yep. Okay, that's done now. I can't remember what that specifically opens for me to be able to access. Oh, I think it accesses. I can see it. I can see the door on the thing, actually. Right? I get it, man. You're a mad little door. I get it. Oh. That was some good shooting. That was safe shooting.
That's all we need. Let's get out of here. I'm getting nervous.
I got sent a cute picture of my my dog and his half-brother dog because they're out. Enough for me. Now I should just be able to get out, right? Because I just opened the front door. So I think we can kind of just stroll on out of here now. For the most part. If I go this way, and I go this way. Pretty sure this is just a walkout scenario for us. Lot of dead stormtroopers in this one, folks. But you know, that's the way it goes sometimes in the old galactic war. You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet type of deal. Why do I feel like you can get up there? I have memory of being up there for some reason. Oh well. Immediately goes up. Yeah, you totally can. There's stuff up there. Whatever. I'm done the mission. I have at least 5% confidence I'm going the right way. We sort of just follow the bodies, I think. Nice. I was like, I don't know where the landing pad is. Right here, it turns out. That's the landing pad. I'm looking at the Snapchat of my dog now. Looks like they're having fun. Okay, yeah, I think we are now officially out of where I know what I'm doing Dark Forces wise. Pretty definitively, I would say. This metal you found is called frick, a rare material that they must be using for armoring the Dark Troopers. I tracked the known sources of frick and came across a selection of small moons in the Gromos system. It's probably not a coincidence that the Empire has a mining facility in that very system. We need to take out the facility to slow down the Dark Trooper project and give us an edge over the Empire. At the main reactor, there is an exchange coupling that leads to the central power grid. Place a sequencer charge in this coupling and it will cause the facility to explode once the charge is laid. Waste no time getting out of there. So what mission? Mission 4? Mission 5? Nice. Oh my god! It is a blood moon. Wow. Wow, that's red. That's a little hard on the eyes, isn't it? Is there any kind of like difference? Just Imperial repeater rifle. Okay. Just wondering if I'm suboptimally using my weaponry, but seems fine. Well, my weapon's now supercharged, so got that going for me. This guy, that's who's shooting at me. Like, where am I still getting shot at from? Yeah, this one is eating the retinas in a big way. What in the name of God did I just pick up? Geron Fusion Cutter. We're gonna shoot it. Okay. Okay. I feel like maybe that's gonna be good against turrets. That's kind of my hope. This seems like something we don't really want to go into. Weird thing on top. That's just down. I think I go down here. Huh. Actually, not a big reason to go down here, it turns out. So I will do this, I guess. There's something about the the like up-resed, upscaled 2D graphics. It's just kind of fun in its own ways, right? Like you just get that good look of Well, I would love to know what this is for, because it doesn't seem like it's very good against those. There's something about them that's just, they're charming in their own way. When you walk into a pillar, and it's like, you can't really rotate the pillar, but it's still rotating somehow. Why did I do that? Why did I duck out? When I know I can just ignore that hallway. Perfect. So this door doesn't just open. Okay, so this is sort of a thing goes up, thing goes down type of situation. Then we're gonna try and go down. Should have kind of kept my bearings on where the openings were, but that's okay. Okay, that's just a squisher. Sort of a classic squisher. Yeah, classically... Oh, of course. My mistake. How could I not have the blue key before I tried to open that door? Absolute maze on this planet, let me tell you. That looks like a makeable jump to me. Let's just go see what's going on over here real quick. Hmm. Blue key. Yeah, it's gotta be a modern control thing that's letting me just mow these guys down with. Because this is on hard. It seems like so far, I mean, I have died a few times, obviously. Mostly to turrets, but it does seem like so far, knock on wood, my assessment of, like, hard by, you know, previous gaming standards, not necessarily hard by modern gaming standards. That's the right read on this game. What in the sweet hell do I do here? Oh, there's just a platform underneath me. I can probably just drop to that, right? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think I was wrong. I think I can just jump to that. I just went too far. Like this right here. Yeah. Ooh. The way it, like, gets rid of the fog effect when you shoot is a little jarring. How many thermal detonators am I carrying? 46 thermal detonators. I gotta throw more grenades. The color palette of this planet is really hard because a lot of the time I'm like floor or lava. Sort of just like a dirt floor most of the time. Turrets. Let's do this different path with less turrets. That was not worth it for thermal detonators. Shield packs, though. Ah! What are you gonna do? Hit me? Can't hit me. Too fast. We're gonna ignore the fact that they hit me several times there. Okay. That was a Dark Trooper.
Okay, Kyle. Sounds good to me.
That was scary, but luckily I have 46 thermal detonators, so... Tough to be, tough to be intimidated by, Dark Trooper when you got 20 million thermal detonators. That I could just be throwing here, probably. How do I get out of here? So it's very obviously a like door puzzle, right? Or something, but it seems like it's just a race. This door was open. I'm not going insane. Right? It was open, and then I ran back. Maybe I need to let it close. That doesn't seem like it could possibly be the solution, but let's see, just in case. No. Okay. So what does this button do? This button opens these doors. I wonder if this is just closed now because I collected all that stuff. And I actually don't need to go back there anymore. That's probably what's actually happening. Actuality, the game just wants me to get on this thing. Not up there, that's sort of an abyss. I really don't know how to get out of here now. Oops. Quick way to find out there's a developer console. Or, I mean, of course there's a developer console. It's a 50-million-year-old game. But... okay, I guess I'll just go back the way I came. This is blue key. A lot of getting lost for me. Medkit down here, it turned out. Interesting. It's like secret room find by accident. Hmm. Okay. This is where we screwed up the jump last time. We just won't screw up this jump again. You're laughing. Perfect. Yeah, this is gonna get us to the right room. That's where we killed the Dark Trooper. It's a turret. Okay, there's literally nothing else in this room. So it has to be this side door. This is exactly... We're going in a circle. This is exactly where we came out. Oh, except now that we did that, this is back open again. When it wasn't before. We must just drop down. Yeah, okay. That makes way more sense. It's always simple stuff in this game. I'm like overcomplicating it a lot. I need to just remember that it's usually a simple solution, like falling. Yeah, the way the smoke texture flashes is a little unnerving. I wish it showed me anywhere on this map which part was the ship. A little worried I'm going back into the base by accident. Yeah, I think I am. Back up here, maybe? Yeah, up this way. Yeah. There we are. Okay, so 90% of that level was just me getting lost, it felt like, but that's okay. We blew up the source of Frick. Hey, puppy.
Officer will no longer divulge any more information to that rebel, Kyle Katarn.
My dogs arrived.
Easy to deal with.
They're cold.
More resourceful, it seems, than even your dark troopers.
I understand the threat, Lord Vader. Katarn was once an impressive Imperial officer, but he was weak and gave up on the struggle for our new order. I wouldn't put much faith in his abilities. Katarn will never come near this ship. My new hire will see to that.
You got a new hire, buddy. Somebody's coming out. It's Boba Fett. Okay, chat. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. That was Doom level design to a T. I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and grab a drink, some water, and then come back and we'll do some more. Uno momento. We're back. Oh, we're ready to go. I'm caught up. I've got a crisp club soda. Dark Forces must have crashed while I was away from my computer. So we are going to really hope that it remembered the last level that we did. I have to imagine it does. Usually that stuff kind of just naturally auto-saves in these types of games. Yeah. Perfect. We just watched this cutscene, right? This is the one where they've got Crix Medine.
This contemptible excuse for an officer will no longer
Yeah.
divulge any more information to that rebel.
Oh, I need to end my music. Kill that. Yeah, we just watched this. Okay. Mission 6, Imperial Detention Center, Orinacra, Crix Medine's fate. Bad news, Kyle. Our spy, Crix Medine, has been captured. He's being held at the Imperial Detention Center on Orinacra, that's a mouthful, and awaiting execution. He has been valuable in supplying us with information on the Dark Trooper, and I think we owe it to him to make a rescue effort. Imperial Detention Facility is well secured, hard to get in, even harder to stay alive. That means there's going to be a lot of turrets. I can already tell. Ceiling turrets out the wazoo. There's a switch-controlled shuttle carrier to the facility that will bring you to the main doors. Inside the complex, 2 main elevators access the lower prison blocks. One goes to the lower security levels and down to the command center. The other leads back up to the high security blocks where Crix Medine is being held in the N block. I don't think that's an Orabesh letter. Whatever. Got distracted. Each cell is locked with its own code card carried by an Imperial officer. So first you'll need to find the right card to Medine's cell. Since the high security blocks are controlled from inside the block, once the guards are alerted, it will be impossible to penetrate. I suggest you find an optional entrance into the high security block. You'll really be outnumbered here, so rely on stealth rather than firepower. Not a great omen for how I've been playing the game so far. But we can make it happen. We're gonna put on the blaster pistol, chat. It's a stealth mission. That means we have to be crouched. We have to use a pistol. I jumped there because I was pretty sure this was a pit I could fall into. It is, but it's not a dangerous one. It's really funny how predictably low the blaster bolts are here compared to where the crosshair is. Okay, look, trying to roleplay being stealthy is a lot less effective, it turns out, than just using the E11. Does it have a little bullet magnetism? Is that what just happened there? The crosshair was like very clearly on that guy, and it seemed like every bullet just naturally drew towards the... Huh. Interesting. Learning more and more with every passing moment. Ooh, kind of cool. Surprise! That was again a role-playing moment, but you know, sometimes it's fun to be stealthy. I guess they did ask if I could find a sneaky way in. A sneaky side entrance? This doesn't really feel like it counts. This feels like the most obvious way I could possibly enter an Imperial prison. To be honest. I'm a genius. It feels good to figure something out like that. Got it. Triggers with blaster fire. Understood. That's good to know, actually. I, for some reason, didn't anticipate this game having remote switches. But... now we know. Did hitting this cracked wall blow up just the bottom part? That's really funny. What's this? Elevator. Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. You gotta love all the secret rooms Imperials keep putting in their bases. Okay, what we got here is a green slash. A lot of secret weak walls with shields behind them, it turns out. Need the red key. Is it opening like a door underneath me? Missing something here, right? Let me get up. We went this way already. Okay, so above me, weirdly, I think I just opened a secret door. This is not openable. Oh, it is openable. called the elevator. That's what was going on. Gotcha. That was a landmine, I think. I think I discovered the game as landmines. Oh, those aren't codes. Those are telling me what detention block we're on. This is a code. So they plant some landmines. Code key 3. What is this? Weird. Did that do something? That made a noise there, right? That was weird. Maybe it was just destroyed that made a noise? Turrets, 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 turrets. Okay. I'm ready this time. Extra life. Good. Need that. Need that big time. That was both of those rooms, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we can just go... Okay. Big gun. I don't think we're missing anything else. Maybe we just go back up now. Oh, this is actually taking us down a level again. Whoa. Sneaky. Oh, that like mag sealed the room. The room's magnetically sealed now, so I probably gotta go back in here. Yeah, pull that down again. And then I gotta make a run for it. Oh, mine! Ho 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 ho. Close. It's a good detail that the magnetically sealed doors actually reflect reflect blasters the way that you'd expect them to. So... Nothing that way? Oh, okay. This is not sealed still. No, it is. What? Oh. There we go. A lot of tension block levels. Gotta be careful with blasters in these rooms. A lot of ricochet potential there. Weird little smaller room. One thing I'm really bad at in this game is paying attention to where my health is at. Like, I did not know I was low. I gotta watch the bar a little more. Oh my god. Ha! Red key. Okay, we got the red key. I remember the mission objectives saying that that was an important one. Now this is gonna take... Oh, hello. Go this way first. You just have to rely purely on, like, instinct and vibes on what way to go. Guys, it looks cool down there. There's a way down there. Yeah, like an actual path instead of just me jumping down like a fool. Oh, that one's not opening yet. Does this go up? This doesn't let me go in there yet either. Okay. So neither of those usable yet. Can't do anything with that yet. We gotta... Oh, we need to get the... We need to get the appropriate code sequencer for this level. So that's likely going to be this way. That means on one of these guys. Yep. They both drop it. Okay, we'll go code key 4 first. 4's got to probably be the right one, right? One for each door. X, triangle. Went past it. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's code 4. I assumed it opened one of these doors, but maybe... Oh yeah, it opened this one. Perfect. And then we go get code 5. Chiz, doot, doot, doot. That's gonna open this one here. Gotta really watch the landmines. Gotta really watch the landmines. They put a lot down there. It turns out. You'd almost get the feeling they want you to walk. Wow, they have... very close proximity sensors. Luckily, we are packing absolute heat with the thermals. That was apparently too close, turns out. Okay, we opened both those doors. We got code 4 and 5. I think we have to go... There's nowhere to really go but down now, right? Like... or up, I guess. This is the end. This is what we want. We want to be on this one. Code key 1 and 2. Perfect. Now. It cannot be that the only purpose of that room hitting E on every red light I can see. I feel like when I look at the thing that says secrets on it, I'm confident this is the one I'm supposed to go to. This is NN. Let's look at the log. Find Crick's Meridian. Sick. Not helpful. Okay. If I go here and I do code 1 and 2, what happens? Nothing. There's only 2 doors. That makes a ton of sense. There's got to be a place to input those codes on N that I just didn't see. I must have missed something obvious. Up here. Right? I don't understand what I could be missing. There's no screens for me to interact with. This is a windowless room with also nothing to interact with. I cannot open this door. I sent the elevator down. Does it only work if the elevator's down? That one was admittedly a little bit of a long shot. So if I call the elevator now, right, it should come all the way up. It's weird that it doesn't come all the way up. I need to go there. Shane, you must not have been looking during the other levels. It's not always gray. Sometimes it's red. Sometimes it's white. This just sent me down again. Is the true meaning problem of Christmas that I actually need to go to the other elevator or something? There's no, it wouldn't require this much backtracking. This game does not require this much backtracking. So far. I wish that the mission summary had the actual mission summary here. And not just... What mission is this? I think this is mission 6, right? Let's just look, chat. Mission 6, Dark Forces. We're doing our first Google of the program. Okay, I actually was right. I do have to I do have to go to the other elevator. Weird. A little validating though to know that that gut instinct I had was actually not completely out to lunch. And mag sealed in? I mean, that's gonna be a problem, right? How do I... Oh, there. It went out. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, because we got the red key now. So now we can be in this secret little area. I'm using snipping tool, and I'm gonna take a picture of this. I can't tell you why. I just wonder, you know? That's the elevator, right? It totally is. So, what I need to do... Oh. I gotta send the elevator away, right? To the 3rd level? That's too low. Oh, no, it's not. Maybe I can just drop. I can drop. A lot of elevators sneaking. Jesus, why? Got myself to 2 health. Sick. Mines! Okay. We have no lives left. So we have to be very careful of the old ceiling turrets. This is a bad place to not have any... I got attacked by a sea monster? I'm getting squished? Dude, what am I supposed to do here? Wow. Well, that's tough. That's a tough look. Our first level loss of the great program. That's okay. That means we can insanely speed the run this now. I feel very confident in my ability to cruise through this. Yeah, I mean, this has to be the run. I can't, in good conscience, have to play a level 3 times. I can't believe that. Again. Down we go. Nothing like spamming the fire button so much that you instantly respawn. Want that extra life though, especially now that I lost a life to get the extra life. Shields. Good. Good. Happy to use those shields up right away. Didn't really want them. Kind of a crutch, we're being honest. Just generally not worth my time, so happy to not have shields anymore. Yep. I don't know if Kyle Katarn gets a lightsaber in this game, I'm realizing now. I think he might not get it until... Because this one... Here's the thing. This one is just called Star Wars Dark Forces, right? I don't think it gets the Jedi Knight title until Dark Forces 2. So, I'm thinking this first game, you're probably just Blaster Kyle Katarn. I don't recall the specifics of how Kyle becomes a lightsaber guy. This is a magnetically sealed room. Yeah. Melee in this era of shooter would suck, I feel. Yeah, I think, like... I mean, I can punch with my fists in this game, but, like, it's not... You're not trying to, you know? You want to avoid that if you can. Get this music in a music quiz, and I'll be cooking. Magnetically sealed. No obvious. That switch is just on a timer, it seems like. I keep instinctively turning my headlamp on and off because I hit I hit reload. And there's no reload in this game. We have the red key. Red key is a big part of what we needed. Now we go to detention block N. We get the code. We go back down. Those are just shields, Michael. They got so many Imperial officers on all these floors. It's kind of nuts. Whoa. It's lower health than I anticipated there. X triangle, broken triangle. X triangle, broken triangle. That is actually this, fun fact, is the letter M in Orabesh. So now you've all learned something. You can now write the letter M like a little Star Wars nerd. 60 shields, good. This one is... The other one was... Oh, I had it. There you go. Can't trick me into stepping on a mine. I'm too clever. Okay, this is the one. We go in here. Code key 1, code key 2. Now we get out of here. Ride this back down. I took 6 health damage from that somehow. You take health damage when that happens. When it's flashing, you can't go through it, I think. Yeah, that's what it means. Okay. We got that one locked and loaded now. This one we ride all the way up to the top floor. We get out. We're gonna preemptively set it to 3. 3, this. Proximity on those mines is really weird. It like blowing up when I'm up there is bizarre. We're not worth it. That's okay. We have 2... Okay, we got 2 lives for this stupid trash compactor now. This is obviously the right thing to do, is to be up here. How do I... I must have to just jump across. And by jump, I mean miss. And then take a lot of damage as I frantically try to not die. Yeah, you're for sure jumping across. And it's like, that's spaced, so... Okay, so this is actually how you get into here. That's good to know. Really easy to get back in after. Yes. I missed. Ho 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 ho. Close, 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 close. Probably not worth the risk on that one. Yes. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Michael. Okay, come on, come on, come on. The trash compactor coming in down scared me. So I actually don't have to jump there is what I just learned, which makes the platforming a lot easier. You just have to run.
There he is. Stop him. Stop where you are.
Yeah, there is some magnetism going on for sure. You can see the bullets, like, track to enemies that are in range when you're close. Oh, this is the other door. That makes a ton of sense. Okay. So we want code 1 then. D-do-do. Went past it. That opened one of the doors. The one with all the droids, of course. Why wouldn't it open the one with all the droids? And then... Hey, Crix!
Rescued Nadine. Don't hang around. Let's get out of here before any more troopers arrive.
Oh. No, I think... Oh, that's too bad. I was gonna hang around for a second because I think those other doors, I bet they open if you put in the codes that you got in the other parts of the level. Which is unfortunate. Okay, what are we at? 3 hours and 6 minutes today. I want it to be a little bit of a shorter one to start, but I think we can probably get away with one more mission. I think it's probably what we'll do. We'll see. Mission 7. I think there's 14 missions total in this game. So this would be like half the game played on stream, which would be good. And I might just fire up another stream that's not on Sundays. Sundays will always be scheduled. Sometimes there will just be impromptu ones, maybe. Or I'll just play it off stream. Doesn't matter. Crix Medine. Wait, sorry. Mission 7. Ramses Head Docking Port. Calceti Deadly Cargo. Crix Medine informs us that the leader of the Dark Trooper project is a general named Rom Mok. You might remember him from your time with the Empire. Kyle Katarn, ex-Imperial. Worth noting. A decorated soldier of the Clone Wars, Mok became very prominent during the Emperor's rise to power. He is one of the few generals to oppose the construction of the Death Star because of his distrust of any technology that separates the warrior from battle and engaging the enemy. He's absolutely obsessed with the honor of personal combat. Medine further reports that the Dark Troopers have 3 phases of construction. First is Gromus Mines, which you blew up, where they mine the alloy resource Frick. The resulting alloy is then transported to the robotics facility, where it is treated and refined. The alloy is then taken to a special space cruiser, the Arc Hammer, where the final composition and assembly of the Dark Trooper takes place. The locations for the robotics facility and the Arc Hammer are still unknown. Focus will be to find and destroy the robotics facility. General Mok solicited the help of an underground kingpin unknown to us at this time. The kingpin supplies Mok with smugglers to move his raw goods to the different facilities. Medine, this is a long one. Medine, before his capture, was able to find that one of the routes that the smugglers use starts from Ramses Head, a spaceport on the planet Calceti. Placing this tracking device in the engine port at the rear of the smuggler's ship should lead us right to the robotics facility. Tracking device. Easy. Easy mission. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Should have been using this gun a lot more. This gun's good. What? Ah! Oh, scared me. I'm not ready to go down there yet. You know? There's this other thing over here that I didn't even look at. I can go this way. There was nothing this way. Cool, 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 cool. Back we go. Wow, they're whipping grenades. Oh my god, they're really whipping grenades. Oh! The mines. Always the mines. I had to jump on that wall because that's almost exactly the texture they used for climbing walls in Outlaws. And I knew in my heart you weren't going to be able to climb in this game, but I had to try. Mine. Okay. One life left. Pretty early in the level. Not a great look. That's okay. Wait, so that's gonna be a switch that you shoot when you're upstairs. That'll lower it back down. Are you throwing a grenade at me? So that you can walk across it is what's gonna happen there. That's a big door. That's what that is. Dude, the mines. You gotta just mind your feet all the time. Absolutely unload into them. You can't aim lower than that. Over here. Weird little room, but okay. Stormtroopers, Morians. Room's got it all. A landmine. Another landmine. Expertly dodged by Kyle Katarn. Okay. Not really necessary. Dude, the landmines. When does it end? Every step is harrowing in this game. I don't know if there's a better way to trigger those from afar, but must have to go down. Yeah. Landmine search. Landmine search. They went... I'm shooting these Gamorreans, and they went back to call a grenade guy. Because they were like, oh, we're getting shot too much. Oh, no. Shell shields. Bad run. Oh yeah, this is a classic Star Wars interior now. Stark white. Back to gray, real quick. What was back this way? Anytime I go down a path and I'm like, this just lets me go a little too far, we gotta turn around. You're always trying to pick. Aha. Saw that one that time. Gotta wake up pretty early. You probably shouldn't just line up like that. Now I've gone too far this way, and I'm like, oh no, we went the wrong way. That was a bathroom! That was unexpected. I didn't expect to just walk in on a bunch of aliens at the old urinal, but what are you gonna do? Aliens gotta pee, or evacuate, or whatever they call it. I think that's season 1 Mando, right? Like season 1, episode 1 Mando? Oh my god. Whew. Red key? God. Okay. Yeah, now we go back to the warehouse. So we were just going maybe early. Ooh, I need the blue key. I have the red key and the yellow key. So turns out I was wrong. And I missed a path somewhere back here. Like walking into a hallway and instantly getting exploded. Five IM mines. I don't even know what those do. Is it possible that... No, these are all... Yeah. These are all the doors that came up. So we do not want to go this way. We do want to go this way. Yeah, I can see one yellow door down there at least that we haven't gone through yet. I actually think I wanted to... Store. Yep. Heavy Blaster's actually pretty good. It's like a 2-tap on those troopers. I guess I haven't been timing the time to kill on all of these, so I don't really know if that's actually faster or slower, but... These are good little screen graphics. And some of the transparency stuff is cool. Blue key. Let's go. Is this a shortcut? For me and my 3 health. Seems like a shortcut. It's kind of a same cut, to be honest. I missed about 7 blaster shots there. That was embarrassing. It spawned me facing the wrong way. Oh no, that's facing the right way. I lied. But it spawned me on the other side of the guy, which was... Oh no. It did spawn me the wrong way. Weird. I've been bamboozled. Zoom, 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 zoom. This goes so fast that it looks like I'm honestly hacking a little bit. We are on 1 life left, which means we are on massive landmine watch right now. Also massive. Yet, look at the door when I shoot. That's really funny. Huh. Testing the old proximity on the proximity mines. Was that on the other side of the wall? I think it was. That's the weird part too, is them just like setting off across the wall from you. This is gotta be the ship where we're planting the tracking device. Yeah.
Picking up the signal. Looks like we're done here.
Getting Steam achievements. That's how you know we're in new territory. Mission objectives complete. I think that means we're just done skis, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Yeah, mission 8. That's the robotics. Let me just see how many missions are in. How many missions? Dark Forces. I think 14. 14. Yeah. So that's exactly halfway. 32 missions initially, later reduced to 14. That's interesting. Okay. Well, I think that's probably a good place to call it for the first Holocron Hoard stream. Thank you everyone for joining me. I appreciate it quite a bit. It's going to be a very exciting multi-year journey to get this done. But this game's been fun so far. So I'm glad I picked it to start. I was really worried about picking one. I didn't want to pick one of the heavy hitters to start. And I also was really worried about picking one that might not be fun. So I'm glad that this one's working out positively. I'll either be back on stream later this week to finish it, or I will finish it off stream. But either way, there will be a pre-recorded video out sometime after I beat it to kind of talk through my thoughts on it. And I look forward to seeing everyone next week when we play a different game. Thank you. and goodbye.